Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. I hope you all are having a fantastic start to your week, and I hope you've all had a great weekend as well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to EAFC 24 on UEFA Euro 2024. And it's our last career mode of the Euros. We've done 7 countries out of 8. We won it with England, we won it with Portugal, France. We then won it with Belgium. We then won it with the Netherlands. We won it with Germany. No, Spain. Then we won it with Germany. Now it's the last career mode on Euro 2024 on EAFC, and it's the turn of the Italians. Obviously, Italy have had a really, really shit tournament and obviously got knocked out by Switzerland at the weekend. Switzerland, for me, are the major, major dark horses at Euro 2024 after their 2-0 win against Italy on Saturday, which was very, very poor from the Italians. Getting knocked out from Euro 2024 was nothing more than pure embarrassment. So I'm going to try and go one step further and try and get Italy right to the final and then win Euro 2024 as well. So we are in Group B with Spain, Croatia and Albania. Group A is Germany, Hungary, Switzerland, Scotland. Group C is Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. Group D is Poland, the Netherlands, Austria, France. Group E is Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine. Group F, Turkey, Georgia, Portugal and Czechia. So what today's stream has in tail for all of us is hopefully win all our group games. Obviously get into the last 16, get to the quarterfinal, get through to the semi-final and obviously get through to the last stages, obviously Euro 2024 final at the Olympiastadion in Berlin. So I'm hoping we can do something with Italy and hopefully we can try and win the Euros for them. But I'm quite shocked how bad Italy have actually done, to be honest with you. I didn't expect them to go out really against Switzerland at the weekend. And I think for me, where it went wrong from Italy, they've got quite a young squad. And for me, they've got a lot of, inexperienced players that have gone to the Euros. Because if you look at that Italy team, you know quite a few of the players. Obviously, Donnarumma, Mancini, Bastoni, Darmian, Barella, Di Lorenzo, Pellegrini, Jorginho, Chiesa, Scamacca, and Di Marcio. That is Italy's best team. But if you look at the bench, Sagani, Fagioli, Cristante, Fratesi, Vicario, El-Shaarawy, and Bognerano. But for the reserves, I mean, I don't even know half of their reserves players. The only player I really know is Raspadori, which is their only striker option in the reserves, because a lot of these Italian players I've never even heard of. So I think we're going to go with that starting 11, and we're going to go with the bench, because I don't understand what we're going to do in the second half. But we're going to have to take it one step at a time with Italy. And hopefully we can win Euro 2024. But I think it's going to be quite a harder challenge to win it with Italy than any other country we've done it with so far, because I just don't think Italy have got the quality. And this is why they got knocked out on Saturday. And I wasn't surprised Italy lost. Italy were very, very poor. And they deserved to go out in the end. I have got no sympathy. And I think for me, where Italy went wrong, and again, what's gone wrong for them after the Euros, is that they've decided to keep their manager. Like, I don't really get why Italy have decided to keep their manager, knowing they've been knocked out. I mean, they should have got through to the quarterfinals, and they really should have been playing England. But again, Italy aren't really that team that can really deal a lot of damage to anybody. And I don't think a lot of people feel that Italy really deserve to even be in the competition still. They were poor at the weekend. They were very, very poor. And I think for me, when you're watching Match of the Day and you're watching Italy and you're watching the pundits' half-time team talk and half-time analysis, they went absolutely in on Italy. And I wasn't surprised they went in on them. I wasn't that really surprised, because Italy don't really have the quality to be able to win the tournament. And I think that's where Italy went wrong for the whole tournament. I mean, they only just got out their group. I mean, they couldn't even beat Croatia and they couldn't even beat Spain. So, I think for me, that is where Italy went wrong for the whole tournament. But, you know, they deserve to go out in the end. I've got no sympathy, and I don't understand why they've kept the manager. Because, again, apparently they want to build a younger squad. Apparently that's why their manager's been kept. But I don't understand where that talent's coming through. I mean, their best player in that Italian team is Chiesa. That's their best player. By an absolute mile. Chiesa's their best player. And I think for me, now he's out the tournament, will he be able to get a summer move to anywhere? Because I doubt he'll be able to. I don't think Chiesa really is going to be getting a move to another European club quickly, because he had a poor tournament. He had a very, very poor tournament. And I rate Chiesa. For me, he's Italy's best player. And I think for me, if you don't give him that service, then you are going to struggle to get Italy anywhere near where they should be. Italy should have got through their last 16 game. They should have beat Switzerland. But in the end, both the Switzerland goals were both great goals. Were very, very good goals. And I think that's why Italy in the end, if they don't have anyone else really to, rely upon, Italy will struggle to stay in the tournament really. But, I think obviously it's been a disaster in their tournament. I think they've scored 3 goals in the whole of the group. They scored 2 against Albania, and then they scored 1 against Croatia. So they've only scored 3 goals in the whole tournament. Their group stage was a disaster. Obviously, their last 16 game against Switzerland at the weekend was a nightmare. And obviously, Italy paid the price. And I think Italy, as defending champions, that's quite poor. I mean, they were lucky to beat England the way they did. And, maybe they got too cocky. Maybe they went into the tournament thinking, well, what do we need to worry about? I think Italy probably would have been expected to get out that group quite comfortably and cause a threat. But they simply weren't a threat. And I think, like I said, hello to everybody in live chat. They shouldn't have been knocked out by the Swiss, though. I think in the end, Switzerland deserved it based on the fact that Switzerland played the better football. I think both the Switzerland goals were fantastic, especially the first goal. And exactly, even by history of players that Italy have had, Italy should have got through. But the players didn't turn up. They were a shambles in that first half on Saturday. And unfortunately, when you play like that in the first half, what can you really take into the second half? You can't really take a lot of positives into that second half. And I don't know how long it took them to concede the second goal, but I know it didn't take very long. So I think, that is why Italy found themselves in a very bad position. As soon as you concede an early goal in the second half, you basically know the game's done. I mean, they only had really 1 or 2 decent chances in the second half, but apart from that, what did Italy really do to cause anybody a real threat? Yeah, of course, Italy didn't play well. They were appalling. I've never seen that Italy team as poor as what it can be. I've seen better Italian teams in the past, but that Italy team was poor. The problem is, what they got as options, they don't really have a lot of options off their bench. I mean, like Barella's out the tournament now, like Jorginho, Chiesa, there are so many players now that teams aren't going to go anywhere near, because a lot of these Italian players were probably on radars of some big top European clubs in the summer transfer window, and they're probably looking at it now thinking, bloody hell, we shouldn't go anywhere near them. I think, Italy as defending champions, you don't go out in the last 16. You don't go out the last 16 stage. Italy just didn't turn up for the whole tournament. They were poor across 4 games. Italy were poor. I think when you only win one group game, that was a telltale sign of Italy aren't going to last very long. But I expected Italy to go quite far. But, you know, in the end, Italy deserved to be out. Italy do deserve to be out. And I think for me, keeping the manager was a massive mistake. I don't think keeping their manager was a wise decision, but let's see if it pays off for them. So round the ground, it's Hungary 1, Switzerland 2, Spain 2, Croatia 2. Italy should have won their group. This is the problem. If Italy would have beat Spain and they would have got a result against their point against Croatia, Italy would have won their group. But I think would they have got past Germany in the quarter-final? Probably not. I think Italy would have suffered in the long term. I don't think they would have got very far after the last 16. That would have probably been quarter-finals. Would have been their best bet. But, you know, it's an interesting opportunity now for these Italians to get it right. Because as the defending winners, you don't lose. You don't gut the tournament like that. It was just poor football in the end. It was just poor. And I think for me, they deserve to go out the weekend. I mean, Switzerland were dominating, not just the first half, but also the second half as well. But I think their manager got it totally wrong, the team selection, as well as players selected for that tournament. I think Italy, you know, to be fair, they've got a major rebuild on their hands. And it's going to be a major, major rebuild. Because I don't think Italy are going to be happy that they're out. And I think, you know, there's a lot I think there was protests after Italy went out. And I don't think the Italian people were too happy that Italy went out the way they did. Yeah, it's a shame England make it look harder in real life. Because England were, I mean, let's not beat around the bush about England yesterday. You had Denmark in the final. Let's not beat around the bush yesterday. What the hell was that from England yesterday? How we beat Slovakia, I don't even know. Because we are heading in, to the 96th minute. England were out. England were gone. England were basically out, weren't they? And by those 2 goals in a matter of moments, I think England were very, very lucky. You always got knocked out by Slovakia. Oh, bloody hell. It's not great from Gareth Southgate's men, is it, at the moment? England are making it look... I know, 95th minute to score an equaliser. I mean, it's just, that's not right from England. It's not acceptable, really. I think England are lucky to be in the position they're in. I mean, I think we're going to find it tough to beat Switzerland now, because Switzerland are on another level. I would like to see Switzerland win the Euros. I mean, it's someone different. It's someone new. And, you know, it goes to show that you don't need the best players in the world to play good football. If you've got a team that are completely united, then they're going to do well. I don't feel Southgate is good enough for England. No, Southgate's never been good enough. That's the problem. Southgate has never been good enough for England. The problem is they won't sack him. If they were to sack Southgate, they would panic. And apparently they want to employ a new manager within this setup, but that ain't good enough. Exactly. If he was a Premier League manager, Southgate wouldn't stand a chance. Exactly. Southgate wouldn't last 5 minutes at a Premier League club. Exactly. It'd be like Graham Potter was at Chelsea. He wouldn't last long. Give it 6 or 7 months, Southgate would be gone. Yeah, he is too soft. He doesn't want to make big changes. Southgate hasn't got that ability to call out these players. Yeah, he's a good... Yeah, he's all right, but yet for a top club, no, definitely not. But I think England have got a decision to make. I think if we go out at the weekends, we play on Saturday now. If we go out at the weekends, England have got a big call to make. But who do we bring in? I mean, would we take Thomas Tuchel? Would we take Pochettino? I mean, who would England want? Who does everybody want if Southgate is gone? Because I wouldn't want another softy approach manager. I wouldn't want Graham Potter. I mean, Eddie Howe maybe, or I think Thomas Tuchel would have to be considered, and maybe Poch and maybe Eddie Howe. I think for me they're probably the top three contenders for the England job. Depends if they could do it on the international stage. Would they have the ability to be able to coach players that aren't being coached properly? I think if Southgate, yeah, potentially, if they had the right manager, England could do very, very well. But I just don't think England have got the balls to sack Southgate. I think they want to give him another contract, and they want to see how far he gets. I mean, if we get knocked out the weekend, which I think a lot of people are probably expecting to happen, then that'll be it. That'll be time up. But we should be beating Switzerland. We should be beating a team like Switzerland. No disrespect, but, Italy was shit at the weekend. But I think, the energy levels are going to be really low now, because we had to go all the way to extra time yesterday just to beat bloody Slovakia. We needed extra time to beat Slovakia, and we are going to be knackered. That's the problem. But the England players know they've not been good enough. They've even said it themselves, they've not been good enough. Well, it's not a rock. It doesn't take a scientist to recognise England have been shit. We should be struggling against teams like bloody Slovakia. We shouldn't be struggling. It's because we don't change the team up, we don't play any good football, we don't do the right things at the right time. All I can say is let's see what happens with England at the weekend, but I ain't holding my breath. I mean, watching England, it could go wrong in a matter of minutes, couldn't it? We shouldn't have conceded that goal we did yesterday. But it's because we played shit football, unfortunately. And please subscribe if you're new, by the way, to the channel. If anybody is new, please subscribe. Hope you're having a good Monday afternoon so far, and another big week of European football. Obviously got France playing Belgium tonight, and Portugal plays Slovenia as well. So I think we're all team Slovenia and we're all team Belgium, aren't we, today? That is great play. I'm hoping we'll see some shots, because I thought Georgia were going to do it against Spain yesterday, but Spain were good. And I did say at the start of the Euros, I did say Spain are going to be the dark horses. And I think Spain will go on and win the tournament now. I don't like how England defend. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes how England defend, to be honest with you. I don't think none of us like it. Because we are just bang average at best, really, in my view. But that is how you kick off a career mode of Italy. A 13-0 win over Albania. Yeah, I think Guehi had a really poor game yesterday. I think every player in that England team was shit. Apart from probably Mainu had a good game. And I think, Bellingham's goal was fantastic. Obviously, Harry Kane then to get the winner was massively crucial to obviously get us into that into the quarter final. So yeah, I think. Do you think Gomez is better than Guehi? No, I think Guehi's a better player than Gomez, but I think overall, I just don't think England have got the players. I think we've taken a load of players with massive inexperience and expected them to gel, and it hasn't worked. I think you saw that yesterday. You look at Slovakia and you look at England. We are playing two left-footed, right wingers on the left and on the right. We are constantly playing Kyle Walker at right back. We're constantly playing using Trippier at left back, where Ben Chilwell should have been took. Luke Shaw going was a disaster waiting to happen. Luke Shaw should have never been taken to the Euros because he was never going to be fit. And I think also, not taking Rashford, not taking a right-footed left winger was a mistake from Southgate. I think not using Anthony Gordon, not using Trent yesterday was a mistake. I think the only standout England player I look at is Mainu. I think he's the only one that's trying. I feel like the only one I think Mainu is the only one that's actually driven down to try and get England to succeed. And I think for me that's the way I look at it. I think, without Mainu yesterday in that midfield, we've got no midfield. There ain't no midfield anyway, because Declan Rice hasn't had to be fair, Declan Rice was really trying yesterday. I'd probably say, the only decent players we've got in that England team, if I'm looking at it, Phil Foden, I don't rate. Saka isn't any good. Harry Kane looks like he's had his day, apart from this goal to get us that win. And I think also on the balance of play, without Jude Bellingham, without Kobe Mainu, England don't move anywhere. We're just stuck in our old traditional ways again. But we've been stuck in our traditional ways for, so many years. But I think England are getting used to it. I think, if we sack Southgate and we appoint a manager within, I am going to really start panicking how England are meant to move anywhere in the next few years with managers who are being appointed within the system. I think if Southgate gets sacked, they're on about giving the job to Lee Carsley, an ex-fucking Birmingham City player. That is not hopeful. That is not exactly filling me with much confidence that England are moving in any positive direction in the future, where you are appointing managers within, expecting them to absolutely fulfill potential world-class players of any future talent coming through. If we appoint Lee Carsley as England manager, that is England and my relationship with them done. Because I am not watching England under fucking Lee Carsley. Fuck that. Because that's just stupid. If they appoint Lee Carsley as England manager, what's he actually done to balance the job? What's he actually done in his career to get the England job? What's he actually done to be given the job in the first place? I don't think he deserves it. I'm sorry. I think England have got to head in a different direction under a foreign manager. And I do want Tuchel. I would love Poch. I mean, I'm not going to beat around the bush. At least we'd play better football. And at least we would actually have a system. And at least we actually have players performing in the England shirt. But every time they put on an England shirt, it's bang average performances. We're not seeing the best of those players, because when you put on a club shirt, they're phenomenal. Put on an England shirt and they're bang average. And for me, if I was ever... Well, I used to play at a high level of football. I used to be quite good. I played at a competitive level. If I was ever selected to play for England, I would have to say no, because I'd look at the balance of play between club and country, and I'd be like, well, I can achieve more for my club rather than my country, because we're not winning the Euros. If people think it's coming home, it's not. At club level, you are winning major trophies. On international level, you're waiting for the Euros or pathetic, UEFA Nations League that no one gives a fuck about. And the World Cup is basically the only saving grace. Well, we're not winning the World Cup anytime soon. We're not going to win the World Cup in my lifetime, because at the end of the day, England aren't good enough. If England were good enough, we'd be winning things by now. And we haven't. We bottled the last Euro final when we lost to Italy. We bottled it in England, and people say, no, we were unlucky. No, England bottled the last final when we went 1-0 up and still lost. England are lucky that they're even in a quarter-final, because if we would have got knocked out yesterday, that would have been Southgate gone today. That would have been Southgate sacked. He still needs sacking anyway, because he ain't good enough. I could manage England better. It's not difficult. And if England want to get anywhere, then sack Southgate and bring in a proper manager with a proper instructions, proper understanding, proper formation setup, proper tactics, and actually wants to change the team when it starts going wrong. Because changes should have been made quite quickly in that second half. Changes should have been made, and Southgate basically turned into Ollie. When Solskjaer was managing United, he used to make subs at those stupid points of the game, and we lost the game. And this is where England will keep going wrong. This is where England will keep failing. And we're going to keep failing until England finally get it right, which they won't. We can't get it right. But all I'm going to say is, let's see what happens in the quarter-final on the weekend. Because if we don't do anything and we go out, it's going to look pretty embarrassing. The players are going to get a lot of shit from it as well. Which I think, for me, is very justified. Around the grounds, Slovenia 0, Serbia 1, Denmark 0, England 1. So yeah, a lot of those England players will get a lot of shit if it goes wrong at the weekend. I think we were ready for the onslaught if we lost yesterday, which we were close to doing. We were very, very close to seeing the shit on social media and the players getting, crap off certain journalists and certain pundits. That England team were ready to be crucified yesterday. And it was coming if they would have lost. But it doesn't shade the embarrassment of what is we shouldn't be struggling against fucking Slovakia. I think it said a lot when we played Iceland in our last warm-up. When we lost to Iceland and we were really, really struggling, that was a sign then that it was going to go wrong. And so far, it is still going wrong, but we're scraping through the barrel. We are scraping through with bang average results against minnow teams that we should not be struggling against. You shouldn't be struggling against in your group. You shouldn't be struggling against Slovakia. You should be wiping the floor with this opposition, and we're not doing it. But I would take the Spain manager from Spain. I mean, look how fucking great Spain are. And I think Spain will win the Euros. I think if Belgium can beat France and Portugal lose to Slovenia, then anything can happen in the Euros. But I think, it all depends on tonight, really, where the Euros is going to go. I think these next 2 games today are going to be the games that are going to decide everything. I mean, Belgium haven't been great, nor have France. So, them playing each other is a bonus because one of them's going to go out tonight. But I'm hoping it's going to be France that go out because France aren't that great. France aren't playing good football. France basically rely on Mbappe, and that is it. I mean, you can't even beat fucking Poland. I mean, that says a lot. They can't even beat fucking Poland. Yeah, I don't think... to be honest with you, that's exactly how I'm feeling. But we are basically... We're waiting for a miracle, basically. Yeah, Belgium have got a chance. It's just... Can they do it? I mean, can Kevin De Bruyne turn up? Can Doku have a good game? Can Lukaku finally get the goals he needs? There's a lot of ifs, buts and maybes tonight. And I think these 2 games are pivotal. This will show where the winners will be. If Belgium can win and Slovenia somehow beat bloody Portugal, which I don't think will happen either, then the Euros is wide open. The Euros will be wide open because if Belgium beat France, they play the winner out of Portugal and Slovenia. If Slovenia win and Belgium win, they're playing each other. That's a quarter-final. I mean, it's looking at least England are on the right side of the draw. That's the only thing I would say. England are on the right side of the draw. If we were on the other side, we wouldn't last 5 fucking minutes. But, like I said, England, it was nothing more than pure luck yesterday. It was just pure bloody luck. And I think for me, they've got to turn up Saturday. They know Switzerland are going to be tough. Look at the result they've just had. Switzerland were fantastic. The 2 goals, I mean, for me, the 2 standout goals in this tournament are both scored by the same team. So I think for me, it's going to be tough for England. It's going to be tough no matter what. But, England have got to go for it now. They know the fans are expecting, they know the crowd are expecting a better performance, and we've got to play better than what we did, because that was just not fucking good enough. If Southgate is still in charge after the Euros, my relationship with England is over. Because I am not supporting the national team anymore. Because I can't stand us playing this shit football that we play. Because we're just not good enough. It's embarrassing to watch England. There are better teams in the international level playing better football than what we're producing. And it says a lot. Because we aren't good enough. We are never going to be good enough. We need better players, we need a better style of play, we need a better coach, and we need better tactics. And we need a manager who's going to ruffle some feathers in that England camp and produce miracles, because that is what it's going to take. It's going to take a lot for England to ever win anything again. Like I said, we're not going to win anything in my lifetime. England will not win anything in my lifetime. And it's sad. You've got to admit it, it's sad. That's the reality. That is where England are at. England won't win anything under a manager who has got no balls to change anything up. I mean, I wish we went out now, because it would have been us. Well, do you know what? It might have been a sigh of relief for these players to go out, yes, to have gone out, because, what's better, club or country? For me, it's club. I would play club over country every day of the week. So I'm playing with better players. And I know I've got the support around my teammates. When you're at England, you look at that England team isn't a united country. That England team aren't good enough on a level of, qualification. We shouldn't have got through our group, really. We did not deserve to get through our group, either. We were shit. I mean, we've scored how many goals? 1, 2. We've scored 4 goals in 4 games. It's just not good enough. If England were good enough, we'd be better in the opposition. We're not doing that because we are never going to be able to produce the football that we all want, that we're all looking for. We won't be able to produce it, and it's sad, but it is what it is. I just want to look at the standings quickly. We're still top of our group and it looks like we're through. Germany and Switzerland are through. Scotland are out. England are through. Austria, Poland are through. France are going to get through. Belgium and Ukraine are both through. And Czechia, Georgia and Portugal looks like from Group F. So yeah, like I said, for England, it's a matter of trying to get the balance right. That balance is not right in that England team. Like, you've got the best right back in the world on the bench in Trent. You've got potentially the best left back England have had in Luke Shaw on the bench, still not fit. You've got a young midfielder in Kobe Mainoo who has basically got the world on his shoulders trying to carry a pathetic, unbalanced midfield. And you've got Jude and Trent trying to do all the midfield role because they think they're better than everyone else in that team. You've got Saka, who was in the right position, being put at fucking left back yesterday. That is embarrassing. If anyone saw that yesterday, Saka was put at left back to get was it Cole Palmer? Right, Cole Palmer comes on, he goes straight onto left wing. Kieran Trippier had to come off through injury, and Saka was put at left back. I mean, that is embarrassing. From Southgate, that is nothing more than pure, utter embarrassment. And I think for me, that's disgusting the way Southgate has treated Saka. And I think for me, if I was Saka, I would refuse to play on Saturday. I would refuse to play, so I'm not playing at left back again, because that is just embarrassing. You don't put your best right winger on the left back. That is just a joke. You have got players that can do that left back role on the bench, Gareth. Like, I don't care that Shaw has got all these injuries and he ain't fit to play. I'm sorry. If these players are not willing to play through the pain barrier, then you should not be playing for England. I'm sorry to say, that's the truth. That is the truth. If you can't play through the pain barrier, don't play for England. Like, Shaw should play through the pain barrier, I'm afraid. It's just not good enough. And it won't be good enough. Because these players don't want to graft it. These players aren't prepared to go the extra mile for their country. And unfortunately, if you look at the England youth system, who's really coming through the ranks and producing quality that we need to take that England team forward? We haven't got any. All we've got is Mainoo, and that is it. He's the only young England player we've realistically got who is making a difference. The rest of that England team is relying on players like Kane, Saka, Foden. They aren't good enough. And if they're ever going to be good enough, we need a proper manager playing them in the correct position, in the correct formation. You don't put Foden on the left wing. He's a right winger. You don't put Saka at left back. He's not a left back. He's a fucking right winger, Gareth. Like, he can come up with as many excuses as he wants, Southgate, but you've got to play the players in the correct formation. They've got to be put in positions that they are comfortable. You don't play players out of position. It just is a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, Phil Foden comes back from having a kid with his wife, right? And he's straight back into the team. Like, make that make any sense. You've got Anthony Gordon itching to go on the left wing, and Southgate's, no, I'm sticking with the same team. If that team is the same again on Saturday, we are going to struggle. And we are going to be out, and then everyone's going to be laughing at us. Not everybody's laughing at us anyway. It's going to be a joke. I'm sorry to say that England team is finished. Kane needs to retire from international football. I don't see any leadership. I don't see that Kane that's been at Bayern Munich. I just don't see that same player I've seen at Tottenham. The player he was at Bayern Munich when he was basically carrying the whole team on his shoulders because he's their best player. I don't see that same player. I don't see that same Harry Kane, and I don't understand what's actually happened. I just don't understand what's going on in that England camp. But clearly there are issues. And if those issues don't get resolved, England are going to be out very quickly on Saturday. England go a goal down, the floodgates were open. But Southgate has got to change something, because I'm sick to death of excuses. Oh, I've got players out injured, whoop-de-doo. You know, at the end of the day, just get on with it and produce the football this country's expecting. Because that's what I want. I want this team to do well. And this is what annoys me. This is what annoys me. I want England to do well. I want us to play good football. But when we can't do it, what are we expecting? We're expecting miracles. We're expecting miracles. And I think that's what we're expecting on Saturday. We are going to expect miracles against Switzerland. I mean, I would laugh if we lost, but literally it wouldn't be funny. It would not be funny if we go out. It will not be funny. And it's not going to look very good on this country, is it? If we go out, England are already a laughing stock. We all know that. England are a laughing stock. And I think for me, like I said, people always say things will always get worse before they get better. Exactly. Things will get worse before they get better. And I think there's a statement that England needs to... We need to start making a statement of intent. I watched the Spain game last night, and, go 1-0 down to Georgia was, not exactly fantastic. But it's the response. You look at that Spain team, you look at their players, fighting for every ball, fighting for every tackle, closing down the opposition, fighting for each other on the pitch. The goals they're scoring are fantastic. I mean, you get that Spain team in that England team, we'd be miles where we need to be. We'd be miles ahead where we want to be, because we've got players that are wanting to fight for the shirt. Those England players don't play as a team enough, and they're too up their own ass, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this England team. And I think for me, things have got to change quite quickly, because otherwise it's just going to get worse. And I think, things can only get worse before they get better. And in our group, it's Albania 2, Spain 4. So Spain look like they could probably get through. But yeah, I'm wanting England to do well, but I love the Spanish team. I love the culture, I love the country, I love the people, I love the food. I really want Spain to do well. And I called it from the start. I said Spain are going to be the dark horse at Euro 2024. Push comes to shove. That's exactly what's happening. The last time they won the Euros was back in 2008, and I said Spain are going to win it, and they went on to win it. They won all their group games, and they went on to win it. Spain at Euro 2024 have won all their group games, win their last 16 game, and are producing great attacking, free-flowing, fantastic football. And I called it from the start. Spain are going to win Euro 2024, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Spain will win Euro 2024. I think for me it's already nailed on. They've just got to beat Germany. And I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. I'm hoping they're going to beat Germany. I think they should. I mean, they were phenomenal yesterday. They were absolutely phenomenal. I just love everything about Spain. It's the way they perform. It's the culture. It's the physical attributes. Everything that country offers is being produced in football. You look at the Spanish system, you look at the prospects coming through that Spain team. You've got quality players, quality young attacking youthful players coming through. You've still got experience of Premier League, and you've still got a load of experienced league players in that Spain team who know how to do it. In the England team, you've got players that don't really play enough together. You've got players in there who, a lot of them play in the same league, and a lot of them think they're better than everybody else. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. England need to be playing as a team, but they're playing as individuals, and that is because Southgate is too softy approach. It's like, do you know what? We know what we have to do. We know what to have to do. No, you need to get your hand on those players' bloody faces and fucking rip into them. If they're playing shit, fucking go in on them. You can't expect a manager to be a softy approach. I don't like that. That is what David Moyes was like when he was managing United. Like, it was too soft. It was too softy approach, and that is why it ended up going wrong. Because Southgate didn't really bother getting the system right, and that is why England didn't get anywhere. Because Southgate didn't want to play the football that, he doesn't want to do things. He's making the decisions, but apparently a lot of the England coaches have walked away because of Southgate. They can't stand him. That's why a lot of the England coaches walked when they knew Southgate was getting the job, because they knew Southgate wasn't good enough. And he should have been sacked ages ago, months ago, years ago. Southgate has had his time. We need a fresh new approach. We need a fresh new ideas. We need a country who are going to fight to play in that England shirt, because they're not doing it. I mean, you shouldn't be struggling against Slovakia. Look where they are in the world rankings. You shouldn't struggle. It's not hard, England. It's really not. I don't want Southgate managing England anymore. That is my. That is what I don't want in this country. I don't want Southgate managing us anymore. I'm done with it. And someone should come out here. Southgate come out. Ivan Toney was pretty disgusted with me when I brought him on with a minute to go. Losing the dressing room. Players unhappy. Told you. It's all Southgate's fault. The players have had enough. Even the players know. The players aren't stupid. It's unbelievable, isn't it? How much he's doing wrong. Honestly, I am sick of Southgate. And something has got to change in that England team. Something has got to change dramatically. And it's got to change quickly. Because if he's losing the dressing room with certain players now going in on him, oh my God, we're in trouble. Ref, that's a foul. I'm telling you, England are in trouble here. If the players are now going in on Southgate, it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. I mean, if he's losing the dressing room on an international tournament, oh my God. You've got to start questioning why has Southgate never been given the push a lot earlier. Because if that is true, that Ivan Toney is unhappy with the treatment Southgate gave him, I'm not surprised. I feel sorry for Ivan Toney. I feel sorry for Ollie Watkins. And I tell you what, I feel really sorry for that Crystal Palace young player, that Adam Wharton. I mean, it's unfair. It really is. Honestly, I can't believe the players are now seeing what we're seeing. Southgate is the fucking problem in England. Southgate is the fucking problem. I can't stand him. Get fucking Southgate out of England. Fucking hell. I don't think Southgate even realises what he's actually doing. I think Southgate's a bit fucking delusional up here, up in his brain if he's got one. Fucking hell. Even the players are unhappy. It don't surprise me. Even the players are unhappy. Don't surprise me. Southgate's an idiot. Well, we need to look at the last 16 draw. Who got through from the group stage? Germany, Switzerland, Hungary, Italy, Croatia and Spain, England, Denmark, Serbia, Austria, France and Poland. The Netherlands are out. Netherlands lost all 3 of their games. Group B, Ukraine, Belgium, Slovakia. Group F, Czechia, Portugal and Georgia. So, France got Belgium. That's iconic because that's the game today. Czechia have got Spain. Ukraine have got Hungary. Austria have got Portugal. Croatia beat Switzerland 2-1. Germany drew with Denmark 2-2 and won 5-1 penalties. England have got Georgia, Italy. We've got Poland. So that's actually a cracking draw. Where did Poland finish in their group? Where did Poland finish in their group? 3rd. So that's a cracking draw. That's a cracking game. Got a good result there. Obviously, this is a live stream, complete walkthrough and complete full play because also going to try and get right to the final if we can. And try and win it, obviously. So we're playing in Cologne, we obviously got Poland, but yeah, if I feel sorry for half those England players. That Adam Wharton should have been given some game time by now. I don't understand why Southgate's not ever fucking picked him for one game. Ivan Toney made such a difference when he came on yesterday. His body strength, I mean, that's the striker I want at United. I know, obviously, we're after bloody Joshua Zirkzee, but there's a player there that I would absolutely love up front for United next season. Get Ivan Toney and make a massive difference. Because as soon as he came on in that second half, with like a minute left, I think was it in the second half of extra time? He came on. The difference was night and day, so quickly. And like I said, the comment I've read then, he was unhappy at Southgate yesterday. So Southgate is the problem, quite clearly. So Southgate is becoming a major problem for the players. He's becoming a major problem. And I think for me, that's... You know what? I would sack him before Saturday and bring somebody else in. I actually would. I'd make a big statement and say, do you know what? Fuck this. Fuck the football we're playing under Southgate. Let's bring someone else in, because I'm fed up with it. I'm beyond fed up with the style of play. I'm fed up with, certain players being given game time over others. I'm fed up with changes not being made to that England team. I'm just fed up with England altogether. We are meant to be fighting for the fucking Euros. We're not doing it. We're not producing what I thought we were going to do. Yeah, as soon as I've read that Ivan Toney comment, I knew straight away. This is Southgate's doing all over again. But honestly, they've got to get rid of Southgate quickly. Because I'll tell you what, I can't stand any more of it. I can't stand Southgate ball anymore. It's driving me nuts. So after that comment, Southgate's got to go. And I think he's going to have to make changes on Saturday. I can't stand that same England lineup. I'm done with Kyle Walker. I'm done with bloody Kieran Trippier. I'm done with bloody Saka and Foden. He's got to change that team up for Saturday. We need to go more attacking approach. They've got to change something because the team's just not clicking. Every player in that team looks discontent. Those players aren't fighting together. We're not playing as a nation. We're not playing as a team. We're playing as individuals who don't care. They don't care the consequences they get if they get knocked out. The thing is, you're going to get a load of shit off everybody. They're like, oh, you can't say that. And say what the fuck we want. That's a great team goal. Oh. It's a great goal. He's not offside. So yeah, after reading those comments today, England need to make a statement about Southgate because this is just stupid. How can you not get a team balance right? How can you not get a team playing? This sounds really stupid, doesn't it? We've got talented players in that England team, but we can't play under this crap of a manager. Honestly, I'm sick to death of it. How much longer have the England lads got to put with this crap? I feel sorry for Ivan Toney, I really do. Like, he's made the comments himself saying he was pissed at Southgate. I mean, I don't blame him. England 4, Georgia 1. Honestly, if I was Ivan Toney, I would want to go home. I'm like, do you know what? If I'm hardly playing, I don't want to be here. If half those players aren't going to get picked for the weekend, I would just ask for a request to go home. Because there's no point being part of a team that you're not playing. You're not playing. Like, imagine being called up for the England team, right? And you're not being selected, you're not being picked, and not getting a chance of any first team football. And you're at the Euros thinking, are you going to get given that chance? And you're like, well, we've got other players. Like, I'm sorry, but come on, Southgate is a prat. If he can't make a big decision, then I think eventually, I just think England altogether have got to do something to change something up, because it's something just not working, is it? And I think for me, we all know who the problem is. Actually, it just annoys me because I look at that England team and I look at the quality we've got, and it annoys me the fact that, you know, when we've got all these players, you would expect us to play a bit better. Like, come on. These are players that are earning hundreds and hundreds of £1,000s a week. for their club, but you put them on an international stage and it is bang average fucking performances. And it frustrates the hell out of me. Don't get me wrong, it frustrates the hell out of me watching England play the way we are. But nothing will change if we keep Southgate. If we give Southgate a new contract or anything, I think no matter what happens in the Euros from now, he's got to go anyway. Because I think England know themselves that we're not playing well. We're scraping the barrel. You're struggling through your group and you're struggling against fucking Slovakia. That's not a good sign. And England, are going to have to make a change, I think. But will they make the change? Will they make that big call? I think time will tell. Like, if it goes wrong Saturday, which I think it probably will be. Probably it will be. I think if it goes pear-shaped, then they will sack him on the spot. And I'd sack him on the spot saying, do you know what? Thanks for everything you've done, but we are making a decision based on this tournament. And over the past few results, we've not lived up to expectations. How we went into this tournament as favourites, I will never fucking know. We aren't good enough to be favourites. How we can be considered favourites is a joke. We are not the favourites to win the Euros. No chance. If anyone should have been favourites, it should have been France, not England. England are not good enough. And if England were good enough and were favourites, we would have cruised our group. We would have been destroying the opposition by 4 or 5 goals. And we'd be playing good football, but we've not done anything. Over these last 4 games, I look at that England team, we've done fuck all. It really frustrates me now that we know the players we've got and we know what they can do on a club stage. On an international stage, they look like 10 times the players they're not. It's really embarrassing. I think Southgate, has turned them into, quite softy players. Like, I want some grit, I want some determination, I want some bloody fight. If now the players are now coming out themselves and saying, do you know what, we are feeling the same effects, we are feeling the same problems as what the fans are feeling, then the players should say, well, we're not playing under this manager anymore. I think, I'm not being funny, we need to throw Southgate under the bus, and I think the players are going to have to throw him under the bus. I think people say that's not the right approach to go with. I think England players have got to do something, because these players are better than what they are. I know that, you know that. These players are playing for some top clubs across Europe, and they're simply not living up to the level. And I think if it carries on, then we're just going to see the same old shit every fucking year with Southgate. I don't understand why we play so much international football. That UEFA's Nations League's pointless. The Euros, comes at a wrong time of this year, wrong time at the end of the season. You shouldn't have to play more football straight after the academic football season's finished. And as for the World Cup, it should be in one country and one country only. You shouldn't be across 3 different countries and 3 different states across 3 fucking different continents. It's just stupid. But I've got no sympathy for the players if they're tired and they're fatigued and all this bollocks and injured and all that crap. Honestly, I don't give a shit about the players' feelings and emotion. They don't care about us, so I don't care about them. At the end of the day, these players are meant to be stepping up. I'm just hoping we can play better on Saturday, but I'm not expecting. Again, I think we're going to have to expect a miracle against Switzerland. That's all I'm going to say. I think we're going to need fucking miracles. As you can see, we know who we've got next. We've got Germany in the quarterfinals. England beat Georgia 4-1. We knew that. France beat Belgium 2-1. Spain drew with Czechia, but won 10-9 on penalties. Hungary drew with Ukraine, but won 2-1 on penalties. Portugal beat Austria 3-1. So it's Italy, Germany, Spain, France, England, Croatia, and Hungary against Portugal in the quarterfinals. Hopefully, we will have that final for you on this stream. So yeah, like I want, I think based on the tournament so far, like we're all hoping, come on Belgium, come on Slovenia. I think we're all hoping those two can do something tonight because we need some unexpected results now for England to stand any chance again. Our side of the draw, if you look at it, we've got Austria have got Turkey, so you're going to need to hope Austria win, or maybe Turkey win, because Turkey haven't been that brilliant so far. I mean, Austria for me are probably the standouts at the Euros. We've got Switzerland, Romania have got the Netherlands, and the Netherlands aren't exactly lighting up the tournament either, so I'm hoping for 2 unexpected results tonight. Slovenia beat Portugal, Belgium beat France. On our side of the draw, the 2 games tomorrow, I'm hoping Turkey beat Austria. And I'm kind of hoping Romania can beat the Netherlands. But again, we can't rely on others around England's side of the draw to produce what we need. We need to do our job. And that is basically get a fucking result. Get a result on Saturday and get through to that semi-final. Because if Romania can beat the Netherlands and Austria lose to Turkey, we'll have one of those 2 in the semi-final. And I think, I feel a bit more confident based on, I think, the quality we have compared to them. We would beat them. But it's difficult to say with England where we are, but I think we all know where we are. We're just not good enough. So yeah, like I mean, with the Euros, anything can happen. I mean, we saw it with Italy going out, and Georgia did play well against Spain in that first half. I'm just hoping maybe Belgium do the same to France, and then Slovenia do the same to Portugal. But again, we are expecting miracles. I think really, realistically, I just want England to get far and see if we can get to another final, because if we can, and if just say if Portugal do lose and Belgium beat France, Belgium, Slovenia in one semi-final, one quarter-final should be, if they win their 2 games today. And you'd have Spain against Germany, and Spain or Germany would play one of Belgium and Slovenia. If Austria can lose to Turkey and Romania beat the Netherlands, then anything's possible. But England has got to play better. I don't want to rely on others, basically. I want to be able to do what we can do. Yes, I'm hoping beyond hope really that results do go the way I want them to tonight and tomorrow, because the quarterfinals aren't till Friday and Saturday, so we've got plenty of time to prepare for Switzerland. Obviously, England are going to have to do something to fucking change something up. But like I said, I'm hoping we get to 4 unlikely results in the next 2 days, but it's going to take a lot for that to happen. It's going to take a hell of a lot for that to happen. But, miracles can happen. But it's going to take a lot. Or we can see what happens in football. Portugal might not turn up tonight. France might not turn up, Spain are beating France 2-1. This Germany team have been tough to crack down in this game, but we are got the 2-0 lead. But like I said, I'm just hoping beyond hope that we can get some unlikely results. But football's football, innit? Like, you always expect the unexpected, and expect. It'd be interesting if Ronaldo turns up tonight, because he knows how important this is for Portugal. But Slovenia were in our group, so, and they did play well. Slovenia did play very well in our group, so maybe they can do something. I mean, France with Mbappe, will Mbappe ever finally turn up? See, all this hype around Mbappe, like, he's a good player, but he just doesn't produce the level I think he can. I mean, will Lukaku, turn up for Belgium? I mean, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping De Bruyne and Doku can do something as well because, Belgium have got quality and France, again, have got quality also. So it's going to be tight. I mean, could Belgium, France go all the way tonight? Could it go extra time? Could it go potential penalties? I mean, that would be interesting. Ref, that's a foul. Off you go. Goodbye, Rudiger. No, I want Jorginho on, please. So yeah, like, I'm enjoying the Euros. I was just, for me, what I've loved about the Euros the most is probably Spain. I mean, I think for me, Spain have been, just the standouts. I think yesterday was a statement of intent that Spain aren't messing about. They are meaning business, and they want to win Euro 2024. That is what I got from yesterday's performance. Spain always produce the goods, and they're doing it constantly, game after game. And I think they've got a manager that doesn't take any shit. I think they've got a manager who ain't going to take any bollocks. They've got a manager that wants the best from the very best, and I think he's a manager you wouldn't want to piss off. I think they've got a manager that, gets the best out of his players, and I think if they start doing things wrong, he loses his absolute mind over it. but we're into the semi-final with Italy. God knows who waits. Right, so we're on the same side. It's France and Spain. So I'm waiting for the France and Spain result. Oh God, I've got Spain. Right. I've been streaming. 21 minutes. Right, so the semi-finals. Italy are in now. We beat Germany 3-0. Spain beat France 2-1. England beat Croatia 3-1. Hungary lost to Portugal 2-1. So it's Portugal against England, Italy against Spain. From the same group, the two same teams are in from the same group into that semi-final. We've got Spain again. Right, so it's, I'm looking forward to the two games tonight. I want Belgium to win, and I want Slovenia to beat Portugal. But I'm expecting a lot. I mean, you never know what can happen. France might not turn up, They might struggle because they struggled against Poland. So, football's not done until it's over. Like, anything can bloody happen. But I think it's going to take a lot for Belgium to win. And I think for Slovenia, well, they were in England's group, so we're hoping they can do us a favour. If half these big teams go out, England have got a chance. I just can't see us winning it, to be honest with you. I can't see England winning it. I think for me it's already been won. I think Spain are just ready to lift it. I think Spain are ready. I'm hoping, Belgium's big players do turn up. Like, I'm hoping De Bruyne turns up for it. I'm hoping Doku can produce something. And I'm hoping, Lukaku can get a few goals to Belgium as well. Because I think France are beatable. I don't think France are unbeatable. Like a lot of people are saying. I think France are beatable, and they do concede goals. France haven't been brilliant, but it depends on the mentality. It depends on what happens It depends like how that Belgian team performs. They couldn't even beat fucking Ukraine, so that's what worries me. That if you can't beat Ukraine, how the hell are you going to beat France? I think for Slovenia, they've got Slovenia are one of those teams, aren't they? Like they are one of those teams that can, they beat Denmark, so. I think both teams have got to start well against the bigger opposition. I think they're gonna have to do something early on to get convinced that that we can do anything. They can do anything against France and Portugal. But I think realistically in the end, I think France and Portugal will come through the games. I just can't see them bottling this opportunity. I think it's too big of an opportunity for them to really turn down, to be honest with you. I think France need it more. And I think, Mbappe's going to want it because obviously he's got to move to Real Madrid now, hasn't he? And then for Belgium, I think, like I said, it's going to take a lot for these results to happen. But you never know. You never know in football. The Euros has been, very unpredictable. As a lot of people know, it's been massively unpredictable. I wouldn't have expected Italy to go out so early on. I wouldn't have expected Croatia to go out. There's a lot of big teams that have gone out the Euros unexpectedly because of their poor form and poor performances. So, a lot of these big teams haven't exactly turned up to the party, have they? They've not been, oh, look at us, we're outstanding, we're bloody brilliant. It's not been one of those types of tournaments that these big teams have considered, we need to do really well, but they haven't. They've not been able to produce what I thought, they could have done, really. So, it's gonna take a lot to get the results that I would hope can happen. But in the end, I think the bigger teams will come through. I think Portugal will probably win. France will win. And, I want both them out because I think, that side of the floor becomes even more wide open. But, Spain against Germany, you're going to have to hope. Obviously, I know I want Germany to go out because I think the way, Denmark were treated in the last 16, Denmark were robbed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the games today. I think I'm looking forward to the France-Belgium game, so I think the game is going to be quite competitive and both teams have got players with, attitudes and it could get quite feisty. it could get quite feisty between both sets of players, both opposition and the coaches. And I think there's going to be plenty of bookings as well. I think there's going to be plenty of bookings. And you never know, there could be some red cards. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I think they want to play the game in much respect as possible. But you never know. It depends who turns up. If France start well, then the game will go one way, one only. But if Belgium can hold them at 0-0 half time, and Belgium can hold them in the second half 0-0 and take extra time, maybe try and graft France down in extra time, or maybe take it to penalties and see what Belgium can do. But I think, I look at France, I look at the quality they've got. I just think it's too much. Because Belgium aren't exactly lighting up trees, are they? I mean, they were lucky to even get through their group, to be honest. I mean, if they can't beat Ukraine, then how the hell are they going to beat France? I just don't know. Ref. Yeah. It's offside. What was that? What? Yeah, I know. I'll come down in a minute. Great ball. Right, we're 3 minutes away from the final with Italy. Something they couldn't fucking do in the real competition. Can't even get to the quarterfinals. That's just poor. Right, we're in the final with Italy. Interesting, we've got, I reckon, Portugal. I reckon it's going to be Italy, Portugal. Come on, then. Bloody meowing that cat. Come on. Come on. What's the matter with you? Come on. England. Italy-England final. They beat Portugal. They beat them 2-1. So it's a repeat of the final from 3 years ago. Italy play England. Yowling at my door. Hey? Yowling at my door. Let you in. Bloody cat. Here we go then. Euro 2024 final, England and Italy again. England are looking for revenge. Italy are looking for back-to-back European Championships. Can we make it 8 from 8? What the hell was that from Harry Kane? Yeah, so we're 15 minutes away from the France-Belgium kick-off. Hope you've all enjoyed all these career modes we've been doing on Euro 2024 on EAFC. Hits him! As we've done 8 countries, won 7 out of 8 so far. we can make 8 out of 8. That's the mission accomplished. So say we'll do 8 countries, and I said we'd win over all 8 countries. So Italy's the last one. Oi! No! No. Puddles. Lovely plate. Puddles. Come on. Okay! We're not beating Donnarumma from there. No. Safe. Get captains and all this bloody thing. Great. On Darwin. Sure. It's already 4-0. Right, 45 minutes away with glory from Italy. And then that'll be 8 out of 8 complete. 8 countries on EAFC 24 to win Euro 2024. That'll be 8 out of 8 done. Hope you've all enjoyed this live stream. Please hit the like button and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Okay. not a yellow card. Of watching it even in real life, this is. Like you ran into each other, you muppets. Okay, well. "15 minutes away from Euro 2024 glory with Italy." It's a shame they couldn't do this in real life, isn't it? There we are then. 8 out of 8. It's complete. We've won Euro 2024 with the Italians, with Italy. We won it with England. Then it was Portugal, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Spain, Germany, Italy. 8 out of 8 complete. We've won Euro 2024. That completes our Italy career mode on EAFC. What a long journey it's been to complete all 8 countries. All 8 are complete, signed, sealed and delivered. Our 8 countries we selected and picked, we did on to go and have Euro 2024 glory. It is now the time for the Italians to celebrate. We've won it with Italy. What a career mode. What career modes these have been. Hope you have all enjoyed it as much as I have. Having a different playable game mode on EAFC is a lot more better, a lot more fun. But I hope you have all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed this career mode. There we are then. 8 out of 8. Hope you enjoy these career modes and these live streams. We've won it with Italy, we've won it with the Italian national team. 8 out of 8 complete. Euro 2024 glory is with Italy. Grazie mille, grazie, forza Ferrari. Italy are the champions of Euro 2024. We've come through the groups for the last 16, the quarter-final, the semi-final, and we've came out on top in the final, beating England. A repeat of the 2020-21 Euro final between Italy and England. Back-to-back European Championships for Italy. We've won Euro 2024. Italy with the Italian national team. We are champions of Euro 2024 in all its glory. So I enjoy these career modes and live streams. We're heading off now to go and watch Belgium against France and Portugal against Slovenia. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your evening. Stay safe, be nice, be kind to each other. You're all legends, you're all legendary. Hit the like button. Please keep subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.